This is the Ace Tech Zone wrist brace. Has a piece of metal on this side. Came with a piece of metal on this side, but I cut it out, and the little pad that goes there. It goes on the inside because you can't hold a tennis racket very well that way. I have played with it that way, but it was very limiting. The metal corners of this part on the back, if I don't use my slice of ShamWow, cuts into the back of my hand if I were to hit something like a flat forehand volley. These Velcros that come with it curl up if you foul up and put these in the dryer. Can even foul up a little bit, but just put it in a washing machine. I've gotten some fancy ones, thicker ones sewn on. My wife says they tear up her sewing machine, so I have a shoe repair guy who puts thicker Velcro things on here for me. Some keys in here. Alright, so no palm metal, ShamWow to block the digging in of the metal into the back of the hand, and this is the cheapest golf rain glove you can find, Rain-X. It comes with left hand and right hand. If it's cold out, or if I'm trying to hit two-handed backhands, I get blisters, so I'll put one on the left hand. Maybe someday I will break down and actually learn that two-hander. I've been playing with it a little bit lately, and I tried to actually use some of it yesterday in a doubles match for service returns, and what I found was if I turn as much as I need to, and I can't keep an eye on the net man, and so I don't turn, two bad things. One, I shouldn't be keeping such an eye on the net man, and two, if I don't turn, I can't make the shot. The other reason I don't turn, I've studied this in my mind, why didn't I turn, is because I'm afraid I might not have time to get back around. Well, it turns out I do have time. Even if I don't have time, I can still make up for it. Overturning is better than underturning. So, I will someday learn to turn enough to make that shot work. If I turn enough, then the rest of it kind of takes care of itself. If I don't turn enough, then I do use my arms, and then I frame it. Alright, what I really want to play with today is something I think I hit on last night for sliced forehands on low balls, which are a problem, especially for my wrist. On high balls, I feel like if I maybe to assist, go a little towards an eastern backhand grip, catch it behind me, almost say even with me. From there, I can come almost straight down the back of the ball, and I can knife this into some pretty accurate little spots with enough underspin to really be annoying, and use it almost as an offensive shot. I can drive it pretty deep too, or angles off of service returns, off second serves. First serves are a problem, period. One of the reasons I'm trying to learn some way to utilize a two-hander for that. Can't get to the wide ones anyway, because I'm old and slow. Anyway, what I think I may have hit on, oh yeah, back to the high ones for the slice. The medium ones, I can still kind of, just like the back one, kind of come from a little bit open to down to almost square, and then open somewhat again. Opening on this side is a problem because not only can I not lay my wrist back, whether this is on here or not, it hurts, it gets forced back. I also can't supinate. It hurts to supinate. Hurts to even think about supinate. But what I had come up with on if I can get to it in times, I can come across this way with a low ball. Although getting the angulation right, got to open it some to do that. I haven't played with it enough, and I don't think about it fast enough. What I think I hit on yesterday was a low ball. I went over to hit it, and instead of trying to come across it so much, I just try to come straight down on it. And what that tends to do when I do that is to send it into the net, not the bottom of the net. But what I did yesterday was try to think, okay, instead of hitting with a nearly vertical, I'll open it a little bit. So when I chop down with thinking about just a few degrees more open, whoa, that worked. And it seemed to work several times in a row. So that's what I'm going to play with today. What are you doing, Donna Mae?
I'm waiting on you.
Well, turn that thing on.
Well, it's probably not adjusted right, so you need to tell me if you want more underspin.
Put the max underspin on it.
What?
Put it on 7. Ooh, that worked. That's too fast still. Look out. Ooh, wonder if I can do it. Too low.
Still too fast?
Open. Maybe not. Boy. Don't worry about that. They're going to vary, so don't worry. Yeah, that's too fast. Put it on 6.
Well, that's 7.5.
That's what, 7.5? How about 6.5? Ouch. God, that hurts.
It's a huge difference if you do a whole.
Do a few and see. It takes a few for it to kind of catch up. It's a lot of side spin, but
That's 7.
it almost worked. Too deep. It's not bad. Is that in? Yep. Raise it a hair.
See, I didn't touch it.
I know, raise it a hair anyway. We're probably going to back it down a little bit. These are a little too hard. I want them low, but I don't need to have them that hard. Yeah, this is taking enough pace off of it.
How's that?
Gotta open it more than the phone. That might be okay. On the line. They're really low. That one went over. They're all working. Aiming. Oops. Ow. Go ahead. Yeah. Alright, swinging pretty hard at that. Pretty hard at that, but with the face open, whoops, let me get to it. Still got to catch it later. Face open. All I really need to do, it seems, is make sure I get it over the net. Like I can't hit it too long. So I don't have to be careful about not overhitting, because about as far open as I can make it comfortable. Puts a decent trajectory on it, and it just doesn't go long. I would think if I swung that hard, it would go out a fair bit. It does not seem to be going out. Dang, that's not a fun shot for somebody to deal with. Look at that. The upward trajectory did not go long. That went over. Dang. Cheating. That one I framed it, just barely. Look at that. It'd be interesting to see what this looks like on that one. Went a little wide, but not much. It's hard for me to hold the racket. This is like a very, rectangular as opposed to square. Square grip on this weed. I love it. That works. Like I don't have to. That worked. I didn't hit the ground on one before. I don't have to let up at all. Alright, raise it a little bit and put it down on like 5. That's in. All in. That's too much rising. That's fine. These are all working. Key is what's hard to do is make myself open the face enough. That one went a little long. Oh, that one did. About perfect. That out? Okay, that's about a foot out. That was in the net. That one's in the net. Can't make myself open it enough. That one is, okay, so that one's long, okay. That's all spin. That's perfect. That's short but low. That's about perfect. That one's framed. That's a nice shot. Oh, barely skimmed over, but it was basically, ooh, that's good. That was really late. Late, that's in, but dang. Swing, oh, someone in the net. Something, like I can't miss this long. Interesting. Alright. The harder, lower trajectory balls, greater pace and lower trajectory, are actually easier to deal with than that last. Yeah, the higher and slower it got, the more I had to kind of time it and wait on it. Yeah, I don't want to catch it too much out front. Catch it back here. It'll be interesting to see in slow motion what downward angle works best, if I need to think about that. But basically, it's hard for me to get it over here and feel like I can comfortably hold the racket. It wants to be more over here, more straight continental. It'd be a little somewhere between continental and eastern backhand. What happened when I went to eastern backhand? It just turned into a drop shot. It'll be interesting also to see if the angle is different on the low hard ones versus the more floaty, slower, higher trajectory. Also coming down after the bounce rather than coming this way after the bounce on the slower ones. If that means changing the downward angle much. It didn't feel like I was doing that, but the video should tell me something. Hope this thing's still rolling.